drawn 100%.
For how long would you say it's been a problem that people who don't speak English have been able to obtain these CDL licenses? And would you say that it's something that's been on the rise?
So that's a good question. You know, how endemic is this problem about not being able to speak English and then getting a CDL? I can tell you in Florida, you have to speak English. So anyone that is able to obtain a CDL without doing that is getting it unlawfully. We require that. I think most states do. I think probably federal law requires them to be able to do it. So I don't know the answer to your question writ large overall. I know for us, you know, we've been very clear. You have to do it. We're also making sure, like, hey, you know, is there anything more we need to do to make sure that that's honored? My sense is it's been honored in Florida, but clearly this guy would not have passed the test in Washington or California based on the test that was just done on him by the federal immigration officials. It would not have happened. So he clearly never demonstrated proficiency in English. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this when you're driving on the road. I mean, we put our own citizens through just to be able to get a normal driver's license. You got to know what you're doing. And, you know, look, Florida, we got enough problem with some of our drivers. I mean, you know, it's like, let's just be honest here. Do we really need to have more? And we really want people who are not eligible to be in this country, don't speak English, you know, trying to maneuver a tractor trailer like this? Like, no, I don't think that that's the right thing to do. So we're going to look more deeply into what happened in Washington State, what happened in California, because I would imagine, I don't think, well, knowing those states, you never know. But I think it would be hard for them to actually put on paper, you don't have to speak English to drive these heavy vehicles in the United States. I think it'd be hard for them to get away with that. And I don't know that they've actually put that on paper. If they did, that's a huge scandal. But if they say you have to do English and then just aren't enforcing it, that's another problem too. And I think there should be accountability for it. And I said, as soon as we got, you know, the facts on this, which, you know, I know the video came out, I think over the weekend or Friday or something. And I commented on Monday because I wanted to get as much facts as I could. I didn't want to just pop off. I wanted to know what we were dealing with. But I said, we're going to hold this guy accountable, 100% criminal charges, and he's going to be in prison for a long time. But we also got to look at the company. How is he doing? The company put him in there. Did the company not look to see whether he could speak English? I mean, how do you hire somebody? Hey, you know, how are you going to drive that? No English? Like, no, you have got to speak English. And there had to be a process where you were able to say, and this guy didn't speak English. So that's a huge problem with the company. So we're looking through that and seeing. And then we're also looking at the conduct of these other states to see, you know, what recourse there's. It's harder when you're talking about other states. It just is, legally and constitutionally. But, you know, how is it fair that, like Florida, we're doing the right thing? We've enacted the safe policies. We've enacted policies that discourage illegal immigration, not to encourage it. California does the opposite. Washington State, sanctuary state, they are inviting people to come illegally to their state. And, you know, you can say, well, that's the policies they've chosen, but those policies spill over to our states. And that's the problem, I think, that you have. And that's why I think Congress, they need to get with the program here, and they need to start enacting some policies to protect states like Florida from the excesses of the sanctuary states throughout these United States. Okay, thanks, everybody. God bless.